Yo, what's good, everybody? Connor H back here. Alright. Today we're looking at my kayak. Alright. I've had this kayak for a while. Yeah, I've kind of made some adjustments to it, obviously. But this is my kayak. It is a Sun Dolphin. I don't even know what kind, but it's a little Sun Dolphin. It's not that big. It's kind of a small kayak that, it's pretty annoying to ride in because it kind of just tic-tacs and it struggles a little bit when you're riding in it, but it's actually a pretty nice kayak. Probably about $150 from where I'm from. So we're going to start with an overview of it, and then I'll explain when I use it, why I use it. So just starting at the front. It's got some ants on it, but that's alright, you know. You got these little pull handles on each side, which makes it actually pretty nice. It's light, so it's pretty easy to pull around. And if you gotta get out and wade over oyster beds or rocks or whatever, it's pretty easy to pull around. It's not really a hassle to get out of or any of that. This is a little plug, so you just kind of pop that out. Don't want that unplugged when you're fishing. This is a little front storage area where you can kind of strap in maybe a tackle box, anything you want can go right there. Adjustable foot rests, I kind of keep them up here. Another storage area right here. This is a rod holder that basically, Jesus, this thing's kind of old, but you can unclamp it, you can clamp it back. If you don't want it, you can just kind of pull it out of there. Cup holder, a little more storage on the edges. A little dry storage right there that just spins off. And you got little holes for if water gets in. Little seat rest. 2 rod holders so it can hold 3 rods. It comes with these little anchors, back storage where you can put buckets, tackle boxes, coolers, and then another plug, another handle. Now it came with this paddle right here, which, the paddle itself isn't that bad. It's just kind of light, so it's not the best. You put the paddles here, so there's a little groove, and then you kind of hook them in on either side. So you put that paddle in here, and you just hook that up, that little elastic. So I personally went out and bought another paddle. Bought one of these, much better. It also came with this thing, which I've never really used. What are you gonna use it for? It goes in the back. Which, if you wanna, I don't know what I'd use it for, unless you wanna tie it to a rope behind the boat and pull it behind you, you can, but I like having this open. Basically it fits in this back storage area. I like having it open though. It's a lot better when it's open. You can just kind of throw stuff in there. So basically that's the overview of the kayak. Now, using the kayak is, it's kind of weird. So when you're paddling, if you're just trying to stay stationary, it's a little rough, as the nose of the kayak will bow either way. It gets pushed around by wind pretty easily. It takes waves okay, not the best. So if you can go out on a flat day, nice calm day, that's usually best. You know, you don't want to go out when it's rough. I mean, I've been out on a rough, windy day and paddling against the wind on a rough, windy day in that kayak. It is not fun. It is rough. It gets pretty wet pretty easily. It's pretty. The only thing I like about it is it's pretty easy to drag. So if I just pull up to a beach, I want to go throw my kayak in, I can do that, you know. So it's small, it's light, it's compact. The problem with having a small kayak compared to like a kayak like that's a bigger kayak. This is another one of these that my brother has, and that's a bigger kayak. The problem with having one of these is it just kind of gets pushed around pretty easily. Whereas a bigger kayak is heavier, stays down a lot better. I mean, it does its job. As a starter kayak, it's really good. But if you're really into kayaking, I mean, I would suggest buying a big kayak with those foot pedals. Like, there's some seriously nice kayaks out there that you could buy. But this is a really good starter kayak from my experience. My experience is I've got some big fish in there. I've got probably 23, 24-inch trout out of it. So, I mean, I've had some good luck. I've taken it on flats and mangroves, obviously, but never really tried to go too far or, you know, whatever. I've never paddled super long distances or anything in it. It's always been the kind of thing where I pull up on a random beach, you know. I mean, there's some, like, in my area, there's some areas that there's just beaches everywhere and you can just throw a kayak in, paddle out a little bit, and you're on the flats. So that's what it's really good for. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is a little basic overview of this kayak. I'll probably be doing some fishing videos out of it in the future. See you guys later.